Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth lecture on demand and supply. In the previous three lectures, I have discussed about law of demand, factors affecting demand, law of supply, factors affecting supply. In this video, I shall talk about the interaction between demand and supply and how this interaction determines market equilibrium, price and quantity. So if you look at this picture, you can see the demand curve D0 intersect with supply curve S0 at this yellow dot point, and this is the market equilibrium, which ensures an equilibrium price P0 and equilibrium quantity Q0. So at equilibrium, quantity demanded should equal to the quantity supplied. Now, if I consider an example, this is borrowed from the book chapter 3 of Parkin, where different prices were given, and at these different prices, different quantity demand and quantity supplied information were provided. So if I consider 0.05 or 50 cents, quantity demand is 22 million and quantity supplied is 0. In this example, Parkin used power bars, so millions of power bursts per week, it's the quantity, and prices are expressed in US dollar. And when price increases from $0.5 to $1, naturally law of demand tells us that the quantity demanded should be lower. So you can see that $22 million power bar decreases to 15 million power bar. On the other hand, increase in price increases the quantity supplied, so from 0 million bar to 6 million bar. When prices increase further to $1.5, quantity demanded decreases to 10 million power bar, and quantity supplied increases to 10 million power bar. So at $1.5, quantity demanded equals quantity supplied. So if I look at this graph where quantity demanded and quantity supplied equates at this point, so this is the market equilibrium. So equilibrium, simple definition of equilibrium is where the demand equals supply. So at this point, clearly demand is equal to supply. There are two other situations. One is surplus, another one is shortage might arises, and these are called market disequilibria. So I will talk about the first one, the shortages. When these shortages arises, or how this shortage situation might be overcome, I will talk about this in this slide. So go back to this example. When price was $1.1, quantity demanded was 15 million and quantity supplied was 6 million. So there is a discrepancy between quantity demanded and quantity supplied. So there is a shortage of -9, that means the shortage of 9 million power bar in the market. What does that mean? This means when price is too low compared to the equilibrium price, here you can consider P1, which is lower than the equilibrium price. Quantity demanded is higher at QD1 and quantity supplied is QS1. So there is a discrepancy between, or mismatch between, demand and supply. And that mismatch between demand and supply is simply D minus B, which is the excess demand. So when prices goes down, when prices decreases to the equilibrium level, that creates an excess demand. And when there is an excess demand, or shortage, that causes seller to raise the price, and with the rising price you can expect quantity supply to increase, and with the increased price quantity demand should decrease, and these two forces will continue to move in this direction until it reaches the equilibrium point where quantity demanded equals quantity supplied. Now let's talk about the other market disequilibria, which is surpluses. So if the market price become too high compared to the equilibrium price, which can be this one, P1, and at this higher price, quantity demanded is lower, which is QD1, and quantity supplied is higher than the equilibrium one, which is QS1. So there is, a difference between quantity demanded and quantity supplied, and these two are not equal. Since the quantity supplied is higher than the quantity demand, so there will be an excess supply in the market, which we call surpluses. So how can we eliminate this surplus? If sellers lowers the price, with the reduction in price, you can expect a decrease in quantity supplied. At the same time, this decrease in price will encourage people to demand more, so quantity demanded will increase in this direction, and this increase in quantity demand and decrease in quantity supplied will happen until these two reaches at this point, which is the equilibrium price. So if I go back to this table, you can see when the price goes above the equilibrium price, which is $2 or $2.5, we can expect some surpluses, and when price falls below the equilibrium price, we can expect some shortages. These two situations is depicted in one picture. I borrowed it from the Parkins chapter 3 books, Parkins book chapter 3, where you can see at $2 there is an excess supply, and at $1 there is an excess demand, and when price moves in this direction, these surpluses or shortages will eliminate and equilibrium will be restored. In the next video, I shall discuss about how changes in demand and supply individually or both affect equilibrium price and quantity. Thank you.